Hi. Okay, so I've been putting off making this video all day, and some of y'all have kind of been on me to do it, and so this is the first chance I've gotten to do it, like without someone potentially being around to overhear or anything like that. So I'm finally doing it, and I'm kind of fresh out of the shower. My hair is mostly dry, but not completely, so we're just gonna ignore that aspect, and we're just gonna do this. Update on my home life situation. Um, Things are really tense. Like, it's kind of like back and forth. Like, some days will be fine, and then other days, like, anything will set them off, and they'll, like, kick me out. For, like, it's, like, when they'll kick me out, they'll, like, tell me to get out and, like, tell me to start packing my stuff, and then, like, as I'm getting ready to leave, they'll be like, are you leaving? And I'm like, you told me to leave. And they're like, well, you live here, don't you? And I was like, do I? I don't know. And so, I mean, I haven't actually, like, been kicked out for, like, permanently yet, but, you know, it's obviously the underlying cause of all this tension and the yelling, and they get mad over every single thing. But anyway, the underlying cause is obviously because they found out about me. Um, so, I mean, like, they would have taken my car, except for they're not paying for it. My grandpa bought it for me, so I have that. He's been, like, my best friend ever. I mean, I don't even know there's anyone more fantastic in this world than my grandpa. He knows everything, and he doesn't care. He's there. He's been there for me all the way. So it's been great. They did take away my iPhone, which, like, what? What is this? What am I supposed to do with this? I mean, that's not to diss anyone that doesn't have an iPhone, but once you've had an iPhone, you know that you can't live without it. Like, you can't go back to not being able to check Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook every second of the day. Like, it's impossible, and it sucks. Also, it turns off at 12, so I'm up till like 4 every single morning, and I have no one to talk to. It's just me looking at pictures on Tumblr usually, because, I mean, I don't have anyone that I'm talking to on Tumblr at midnight or whatever, which would be great. If you want to talk to me at 1 o'clock in the morning on Tumblr, I'll probably be there. Um, Also, what's great about this is that they blocked my girlfriend's number. So we have to use like a texting app to talk. And it sucks because our messages never go through. So we spend like hours and hours like waiting for a text that was already sent that we thought wasn't sent. So it sucks. It's terrible. Um, but on that note, I did drive down and we hung out for a few days. I guess 2 or 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. It feels like 3 months ago. It might as well have been. It feels like forever ago. But I went down there. We hung out, and I mean, it was great. I mean, it's like you know one person, or like you like fall in love with one person from like Skype or like through Skype and like texting and phone calls and stuff, and then all of a sudden like this person is in front of you like in real life, and it's like you kind of fall in love all over again almost. I mean, it was like indescribable. Um, it was amazing. Like I said, whatever. I need to stop. Like, I need to get my train of thought back on. But anyway, but on that, I will say one thing. If you're in a long distance relationship and it's been like months on end or whatever, like, props to you, because it's been a month, not even, and it's hard. It is so hard. Oh my gosh. I almost want to say that, like, actually seeing that person, like, in person makes it worse. Makes it so much worse, because it's like you have them with you, and, like, they're there, and, like, you wake up next to them, and, like, it's great, and then it's gone for weeks on end. I mean, like, you don't know when you're going to see them again, and it's terrible. It's, you know, then your insecurities start to build up, and you start to wonder if they even miss you, and you start to wonder if they found someone else, and then it's like all the walls and all the barriers that y'all broke down, prior to seeing each other and then having to leave again. It's like all your insecurities build back up in your head, and so you almost start to distance yourself again from them. And you feel like everything's falling apart when it's not. It's just a distance does. And so it gets hard, and you feel like, I don't know, like it's not gonna work out, and that you feel like they stopped caring about you, when in reality, on the flip side, they're thinking the same thing. Like, distance just fucks with your head. um and like it's just really, really hard. It really is, because like I said, like, it's so hard to miss the person that you love every single day, knowing that it's not like, oh, like, we're not going to get dinner later. Can't do that. I can't drop her off with me at work. Can't You can't bring them anything. You can't in my situation, can't even call them. I mean, it's tough. And there's so much that you want to say, but you just don't say it, because you feel like it's all, and you hope that it's all in your head, everything that like you're overthinking and everything that's going on inside. It's hard not to put the walls back up. Like, you feel like you're going to get hurt again, and you want to put the walls back up because you feel like they're so far away and that they're just out of your reach. It's hard. It really is. But we'll be at school in 5 weeks, and when you love someone, you stick it out. It doesn't matter. It's hard, yeah. Especially with this situation, it's extremely restricted, but you stick it out, and you suck it up, and you hold on to the hope and the promise that, in a little over a month, this petty distance thing won't matter anymore. It's just going to be the two of you in person, and nothing's going to stop it. So that's kind of what you bank on. But anyway, like I said, it's hard. So if you're doing it and you've been doing it for months or years on end, like, props to you. Like I said, like, congratulations, you're an amazing person, because it's tough. And especially for me, like, my first, like, real relationship, I guess you would say, for it to be long distance is probably a bad idea. I mean, it's hard, and I'm not used to any kind of, like, having to, like, depend on anyone, or, like, have to answer in a way to anyone, or, like, stay, like, keep up with anyone, or, like, care. I'm not used to caring about what someone's doing so much. So having to start out, with distance like this is really, really hard. But again, love kind of outweighs all of that, and you kind of just hope for the best. But thanks, my parents aren't making it any better. It's hard anyway. My parents are being fantastically annoying about it. So it's tough. And this video is really long, and I'm really sorry, and I'm gonna end this now. So I'm really sorry. If you watch this all the way through the end, you might be grounded like I am, and that must be why. But okay, sorry.